they're the lawful authority in the county. You guys are important. You know, we will need you to stand up to a city that's acting outside the jurisdiction, with outside the law.
I think that Webster's not doing anything different than what any other city does here, including Clear Lake Shores.
Okay, well,
Kima.
Okay, I understand that. Okay, let me help you with this. Okay, because I'm not here to beat up anybody. I want help. We need help. Okay, we pay you guys to uphold the law. Okay, if these guys are doing this and they're all doing it wrong, then straighten it out. Okay, and I am giving. You ever play golf?
I'll take this.
You ever play golf?
No.
Let me tell you about Mark Foster. Mark Foster's running for some county something. There's a sign.
Running for county commissioner.
Okay, well, he's a criminal. Now, here's why. He's been issuing warrants contrary to the rule of the intent, the letter, the spirit of the law for years. It's crazy stuff.
Hi. You want me to just... What's going on?
We're giving some paperwork to the sheriff department.
Oh, okay.
Who called you?
Sheriff's Department.
Okay.
Do y'all need me?
No, there's nothing. I'm gonna refer him to go to Internal Affairs to another department.
Okay.
And if that doesn't work out, he doesn't get satisfaction, I'm gonna refer him to contact the Texas Rangers.
Okay.
Because this is an officer-involved thing.
Right. Okay.
When an officer doesn't have a valid oath of office, it becomes an unauthorized officer, and all acts are void. That's Texas Government Code 601008. And in this case, when Kurt wrote to the Attorney General through a Public Information Act request, Webster, the city, the city attorney, okay, of course wrote in, and what they did is the AG and the city attorney obstructed justice because they didn't give Kurt the answers. He has a right to the people that come to Kurt or any of us have to have standing. Okay.
I'm going to let y'all deal with this since he's already here to deal with it.
Yeah.
That way there's no...
Well, we made appointments,
Right. Okay.
Yeah, there's this is over a failure to appear.
Okay.
Texas Penal Code 3810E. I don't know if we've probably spoke before.
Hang around.
You're familiar.
Hang around. We'll talk in a second.
Okay. I'll be at tomorrow.
Anyway, this is important. We need your help. I mean, I want a better world for you, your children, my children.
The thing about it is you're going to have to go through the steps I told you to do.
Well, I heard that. The Rangers, I tried calling them once when I had an event in Waxahachie. That's what got me going on all this stuff. Okay, Hurricane Rita, evacuee, survivor, the Ellis County Legal Mafia. How the hell do you get a hold of Rangers? They got one guy.
Actually, you call DPS is what you do.
Okay, well, I understand that, but there's one guy for like how many miles?
Well, it doesn't matter, but I mean, that's their job and that's what they do.
All right, well then but here, the other side of this is if someone arrests him, okay, it's contrary to the rule of the intent, and there's a court case in here that'll show you all that people are liable. We don't want that trouble.
Here's the deal. If somebody arrests him, then that officer that arrests him is acting in good faith because...
It doesn't work.
Yes, it does, because it's an active warrant. It doesn't fall on that officer that makes the arrest, unless it's the Webster officer himself. The fact of it is that all the time do we make arrests on other people's warrants.
Right.
The fact of we're acting in good faith.
Okay. Well, there's a problem with that. Okay, and I think you'll see some more of it in here. And I need to, let me first. The way I look at this is the attorneys have been running the show. They run the show, and a lot of us, in good faith, believe the attorneys. But they give us bad legal advice, and until we look at it ourselves, and we're smart, damn it, we're smart people. They run this whole world, So when you have time, I'm not asking you to have an open mind. I want you to have a critical, analytical mind where you can discern the truth. Now, if you need a little help with some legalese, I'll give you a website. You can get the Black's Law Dictionary, all right, where you can just go online in your spared moment and look up the word, and I'll give you one word.
Mr. Katz.
No, Mr. Jeffrey Stewart, thank you very much.
Mr. Katz. Oh, your name's not Katz?
My family name is Katz. And they know me. Okay, can I get one of your cards?
Yeah, I'll give you one of my cards.
Okay, I want to add you to I have a few of the cards, all right? They know who I am. I mean, I've been doing this a while, studying this stuff.
Study all that you want to, but I mean, you're asking for me to help you with something I can't help you with.
Well, that's jurisdiction is what it's about. Now, you're telling me to go ahead and exhaust the remedy over with Webster.
That is
okay?
correct.
But I got an order once from the Waxahachie Municipal Court judge that you can't have a fair trial. Signed. And that's where we are with the cities. You can't get a fair trial. And in there, it's going to show you some information that you're not supposed to know either. Okay? I mean, the internet's an amazing, powerful tool.
And sure, everything on there is all right, correct?
Well, I'm not going to say that, okay? What I'm going to say here, here's something for you. Okay, these are just a couple, these are included, Okay, now you probably know the name Hillary Clinton, only because, well, I think there's a name here. So here's Hillary, right? Now this is a bad copy, okay, but then there's another one. This is a copy for you to have. Just do whatever you want to it. But this is where it came from, Huntington, whatever. And she, all right, so check this out. She visited the Republic, okay? There you go. Have fun with that. And here's something to show that we're incorporating the CIA website. It's not me. That's the CIA. Follow this through. We've been lied to about a lot of stuff. Okay, I'm reaching out. I'm doing what I can. You know what I mean? And I understand what you said. You want Kurt? We're gonna Webster.
Who's Kurt?
That's the guy whose problem this is.
Oh,
okay. It's Kurt's problem. He's a friend. I don't want to see him get hurt. I've dealt with with abuse. All right. I had to study it. That's why I know it. Otherwise, you wouldn't. I would look. I'm a nice guy. I was in sales my whole life.
This is what you need to do. I've pointed you in the right direction. There's nothing for Galveston County Sheriff's Office to investigate at this time.
Well, take a look close at this and let's talk, okay? Just so after you can show me that you understand. Because, for instance,
I'm not going to sit here and discuss this with you right now.
Okay. Cool. Well, I want to get back with you after we tell you about our experience with some other people, because you're the lawful authority in the county. Webster came into your county, violated the law. You have the statutes. We can show you, not just through the mail, but we have the stickers where they physically went to his property and tagged some stuff. And the guy's worried.
Tag some stuff.
All right, you know how you have to see door handle things that people put on?
Yeah.
They didn't want to mail anything to him anymore because this is so tight. So they sent over the warrant officer, okay, to intimidate him.
This is for a failure to appear.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, the speed signs are 201904. It takes let me tell you what it says. All recognized bail bonds. No, excuse me, wrong. The department shall erect and maintain on the roadways and highways appropriate signs to show the maximum lawful speed for commercial motor vehicles, trucks, tractors, semi-trailers, and motor vehicles engaged in the business of transporting passengers for compensation or hire, buses. It's all there for you. And I think after you digest it a little bit, you're gonna. I like to think you go, hey, there's something here. But please just don't dismiss it and say it's just the way we have been doing it.
Hey, this is Collins. Don't send a unit over here to Chili's. I'm going to refer this gentleman to another place to go, okay? So you don't need to have someone come out and take a report, okay? All right. Who was on their way over here? Was DK still on his way? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, go ahead and, like I said, turn them around. That's good. Okay, thank you. Okay.
There's a lot of important statutes in there that they're violating, and I don't have them all memorized. I don't, so, but after you digest it, we can go over a list of what some of those are, and you can go, yeah, I can see that now. And you won't see that until you read it. And it's partly because we were all given bad legal advice. All right, and it's not you, it's not me, it's everyone, because they're playing a game on us. And I believe you could understand it. And when you have some documents there to support it, then, please take a
Yeah, no,
serious
look,
look.
I can look at the Code of Criminal Procedures, I can look at the Penal Code, I can tell you what's right, because I don't deal with civil. This is criminal only.
Well,
Okay.
by them doing what they did, it was criminal. Okay?
What makes it criminal?
Because he's potentially harmed. It's conspiracy.
Well, see, you can potentially harm somebody, and it's not criminal; it's civil.
Well, if the guy gets hurt, okay, we got a big problem.
That's still civil. You just sue somebody.
No, if he gets hurt, this could be malicious. It could be. I'll tell you that in order to have a crime, there are three things. Okay, and he could very easily have that happen soon. It's already, when the guy went out and gave the speeding ticket to it without any authority of law, we don't even know if the guy's an unauthorized officer or not because the AG stepped up to stop it.
Attorney General, what Attorney General did?
In there, you'll see it. All right.
I'll take a look at it, buddy.
And let's talk, maybe in a week or so. Is that fair?
We'll see.
Oh, well, I'm going to call.
You can call, but like I said, I'm not promising. This is not anything that you need to call an officer out here to take a report.
Well, that's why I said I wanted to just give the paperwork in so someone can digest this and start, because they have to be able to think through this. It's not as just simple as saying, hey, the guy stole this. Okay. This is heavy stuff. And well, are you from Texas?
Yeah, I was born and raised here.
Then this is important to you and your family.
Okay,
Thank you.
all right. Mr. Stewart, I will see you later.
No misters, and it's Jeffrey Stewart. There you go. Mike, over here.
Who's that over there?
Mike over here.
Is that over here? Okay. There you go.
Oh.
I don't know how. Okay, the man left. Collins left. I'm talking to Collins on the phone. I hope I got everything here taped or something and recorded. And
That went better than I thought it would, Kat.
and now I'm gonna have my sandwich. It's now what's today's date?
You got any
What's
closing
today's-
statements you want to make?
Well, yeah. Let me have a bite of my sandwich first.
All
Well,
right.
the guy was like, I guess the guy has been manipulated his whole life, like all of us, and he doesn't know legalese, and therefore it's not his fault. And but he did say he'll look at it. So if he does, if not, we can claim obstruction of justice by the Galveston Sheriff Department because they're not stepping up to the plate, claiming no jurisdiction. Well, we'll see.